the patriarch of his family that he was becoming, and seeing him with his daughter, or seeing him with his daughters, and all these different things, though, and as a husband and as a person, though, and just so eloquent, and he was almost, you know, people might not like me here, not like me here, hearing me say this though, but he was becoming anti-Jordan to me, in a good way.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
he actually allowed himself to be open to the public. He actually talked about things. He actually challenged certain things that was going on and talked about it instead of, you know, being a bullshit artist. And I know him and Jordan, they had conversations and talked, though, whatever. And then Kobe obviously had the utmost respect for Jordan. He obviously, in that aspect of Bessie basketball and probably other aspects or whatever, though, but he was actually being a better Jordan, you know? And so in seeing that, that's a sadness more than just the basketball player. You can have arguments about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all time, who's in the Mount Rushmore, all these conversations, though, but as a person, I'd take Kobe all day over Jordan.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
For what he meant. I don't think, and again, people are going to say, come on, dude. I don't think if Jordan would have died 4 years after his retirement that he would have had the same type of reaction. Because of the person that he was. Kobe touched lives. Jordan was more of the aspect of what you impacted on sports.
Touching pockets.
Right.
Touching pockets, selling $300 shoes.
Right.
No, I'm with you.
It's like right now, it's like his celebration of Kobe's life is putting out the Jordan Kobe edition shits.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And again, it ain't about no negativity or whatever though, but it's just about in the comparison.
Nah, man, you ain't got to keep explaining it. You already explained it twice already, bro.
Yeah.
We are content creators. We having a podcast and we having a discussion. And that's real talk.
We unfiltered, unapologetic.
That's real talk, bro. You know, you didn't see you saw Kobe with Jason Tatum, you know, training with them boys with Kawhi over the summer.
Yeah.
You saw them boys you saw him having genuine conversations. You know what I'm saying? And on some real, to add to that, we wouldn't have said this about Kobe in 2006.
Oh no. When
you know
Kobe, listen, I ain't gonna lie. If Kobe would have passed away or died or whatever, you know, obviously the whole situation of his daughter, that would have been all right. Damn, fuck how I feel about Kobe. God, that's fucked up. But if he would have died then, it probably wouldn't have been the same emotion, bro.
At all.
No,
at all.
I ain't gonna lie.
At all.
Because you gotta think, damn, that snitch ass nigga. We was thinking then. We snitched on Shaq.
Right.
That's how we felt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we was working on that, on the whole idea of on some old street level shit. Right. And really on some snitch level shit. Man shit. That wouldn't have been the same. You're right. I'm glad you said that. Go ahead, Pete. My bad.
I just real. But it just that goes to show you the growth, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to ask y'all boys a question. Like before we move on, it's like basically what do y'all get from his death? What do y'all get from this? Like what do you think we should learn from this? And
here's what's funny.
Yeah.
Not funny, but here's what's ironic.
Mm-hmm.
When we did the last show, and you had to go ahead and see your son and do something, which is, you know, that brings another emotion up though. But you had to do something. Me and Chuck was actually talking about saying I love you more to people.
Mm-hmm.
This is the podcast.
Okay.
And we was talking about that though. So it's like when this happens, put things in perspective. Like honestly and truthfully, like me and Rob, you know what I'm saying? I've known Rob in 1987, 33 years. And we've been going through a lot of shit. And now when I hear this shit, it goes, what the what are we having this conversation about?
Yeah.
That? It's like, what's important? It's like that. This is the conversation we're having.
Right.
It puts shits in. It put things in perspective, man.
Exactly.
Sometimes,
Absolutely,
maybe you need a gigantic moment, and that's exactly what we said. Sometimes you need a moment, these things, whatever, to happen to put things in perspective to the bullshit that you. Because like, really, we're not talking because of this. We got a beef because of this. It just put things in perspective. For me, that's what I get out of it.
right?
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. No, man. I share the same thoughts. You know, like after his death, it was like shit came more into perspective. You know, it's like, okay, well, and like Amir said, you know, on the last podcast, we was, you know, one of the things we was like, okay, well, we're gonna start saying I love you more. And one of the things that I want to do personally is reach out to brothers more instead of just texting or messaging, actually making a phone call. Like, yo, what's good, bro? I was wanting to hear
all 10 of your brothers show you got.
Bro, I'll do whatever it takes. You know what I mean? And I think it does. Deaths like this, in the fashion that just the other day, I took I was on the lift and I was talking to the guy, and I said, you know, death is a part of life, right? We can't escape death. Death, you're born. I don't say you're born to die, but when you're born, that process has already started.
Right.
You're born to live, and then you're gonna die.
Yeah. So death is part of the equation, right? Okay. So I was like, and we were talking about the Kobe situation, and I was like, if Kobe would have died for another reason, like say if Kobe was sick, right? Say if we know Kobe had cancer or he had some type of disease and he passed away. I was like, it wouldn't have had as much of a big impact as it did as when he died just now.
Yeah, it wouldn't be considered a tragedy.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like the context is different, right? Okay, well, Kobe was sick, he had cancer, he had Lyme disease, whatever the case is. We kind of expected that, right? Although we didn't have a time frame, we expected that. Okay, his death is coming soon. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But to go like this, like all this, like, bro.
With his daughter.
He woke up that morning. His daughter woke up that morning. All those people on the plane, on the helicopter, woke up that morning, said goodbye to their loved ones. I'll see you later. And that's it, bro.
That's it.
Bro, like, and I think that's what hit me the most.
Yeah.
It's like, that's it. You wake up and like, okay, honey, I'll see you later. No, you won't. That's a wrap. No, it's it. And so it kind of goes back to Amir's point as far as perspective. I mean, so yeah, man, I'll say and wrap up here, the positive thing that came from this, for me personally, is this comes down to perspective. Right? What am I allowing into my consciousness that's going to affect, that's not even important, that's going to affect the way that I feel and the way I treat another person?
Do you feel like y'all have to let sometimes people distance yourself from people that fuck up your energy? Like, more like, does it put that in perspective?
It's not just that, Amir, because I've been feeling that way. You know,
I've been feeling that way.
You know what it is for me? It's for me to stop feeling the way because I feel that way.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's what
Pete. No. Say that again, bro. Say that again, please.
You alluded to the fact that does this make you realize you got to distance yourself from people with certain energies, what have you, that may not help benefit you? Yeah. And I'm saying I've already felt that way. My thing is to learn that I shouldn't have to feel a way because I feel that way.
Yeah.
And what I mean,
obviously they don't.
Right, they don't. Right. I shouldn't feel guilty. I shouldn't feel shitty. I shouldn't feel selfish. I shouldn't feel like, well, am I not being humble because of this? I shouldn't feel that way. I should just feel what I need to feel to keep away from bad energy and to keep away from bullshit. You got to understand. And then this is where the mama mentality come in. You and for the lack of a better term, you have to be selfish. You have to want for self.
You gotta lock in.
You gotta lock in because nobody is going to do it for you. Nobody's going to give it to you, and nobody's going to want to fucking help you. And that's not to say that nobody loves you or nobody wants to see. Like, we all got fam, we all got friend, all that, this, that, and the third. But nobody is going to want it for you more than yourself. At the end of the day, I have 2 sons, and I'll be damned if they're like me. They need to be better than me. In order for my sons to be successful in this world, in this life, and on their own and for themselves, they have to be better than me. And somehow, some way, I have to help them with that. And in order for me to help them with that, I have to grow. And I'm using my sons, and it's really, you got to do it for yourself too. But for me personally, if it wasn't for my sons, ain't no way in telling if I would even be thinking like this.
No, can I ask you both a question as parents though? And before I get into the Jerry West logo shit, and before I get into the rest of the shit, just y'all as parents, how hard is it to admit or have y'all see y'all children see that y'all are imperfect?
On some real shit, I'm still not, they saw me imperfect many a times. Yeah. And I'm still not over the fact that they saw that.
Are you embarrassed?
It's part, embarrassment is part of that, yes. But it's also the fact that
Jack gonna bring it up to you.
Yeah, no. But I tell you what, Jack's 10 years old, right? So I turned 35. I turned 35.
He'll be a 5th grader this year, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah. 5th grade, yeah. So I tell you what, the embarrassment part is not as big as it used to be.
Okay.
Because you have to, like I said, I realize you got to do as I say, not as I do.
You have to accept it, okay.
I got to accept that he going to see the flaws. But that's what it is. My thing is, he got to learn from it. And we adults, and we already know how this world works. And we already we already have our thoughts and our ways. Can we always improve? Yes. But we already have our thoughts and our ways. So it's like, damn, I want my son to be able to navigate this world without all my digressions and transgressions. Like, I hate cops. I got shitted on by white people at an early age. Like, I've been through shit. And I'm 35, but I'm not over it. I'm not over it fully. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm learning how to process it and progress and learn and grow. And I'm still learning all this shit while I have a seed, fam. Yeah. So, and while you're still growing and learning and being a human being, because nobody's perfect. If you're not growing, you're done. You know what I'm saying? The day you stop growing and learning is the day you die. So I'm still trying to do all this shit while raise another young black king in this world. And fam, we all have to talk and have therapy. Don't shun therapy. Don't shun having a conversation. Don't shun saying I love you. All that shit we grew up was on some.
What's name was just talking about that? The one dude, Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah.
I forget the show that's on NBC. That's the major show, whatever. He actually played the lawyer on the O.J. Simpson documentary movie.
Or wasn't he Black Panther in Black Panther movie?
Huh?
Sterling K. Brown. Like you say, you talking about the actor?
Yeah, I know for sure that he was in the O.J. Simpson movie. He played whatever the fuck the black dude name that was on the other side. He played him.
Okay. Yeah, man. I was just saying bro. Having kids while still growing, it's a process, dog.
Yeah,
it's a process.
It is tough.
Yeah, it's tough, and I know it's tough. Chuck got girls, so I know
Chuck got girls.
It's
I can only imagine. I was about to get to that.
Chuck got girls, and they're older girls, and Chuck been there since day one. You know, it's blood. Just because it's not blood, it don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
But you still deal with but you still